I go anywhere, anywhere with you, 'cause you fill my mind, or you fill my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. And the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over. Just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you.
Ford Field in Detroit. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years, and he was rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. Gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down throw. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 7 from the 20. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Out of the gun. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And Smith continues to show that his career resurgence hasn't been some fluke. He's brought a level of maturity, stability, and good play that allows him to compete with any team on any given week. The real question is whether or not he can become a championship-caliber quarterback. Only time will tell, but for now, he's done enough to give this franchise reason to believe they can certainly get the job done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From the end zone, Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Goff. Complete to Wright. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. St. Brown motioning left. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. A pass complete downfield. It's Raymond. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a run with Montgomery. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
One of the better young players in the league. And Gibbs took this Lions offense to another level when he arrived last season. Explosive, beat you in a variety of ways. And that was on full display that time as he picks up a new set of downs for his unit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Look at the big fella go. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Number 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. This is Brown on the carry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Pharaoh Brown punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Lions now. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And this young man does nothing but continue to ascend to the top of the wide receiver charts. Very similar to his team. Last year alone, he finished in the top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns. Tied for 2nd in the league with 119 total grabs. Not bad for a former 4th-round pick. And he and his Lions continue to take aim at the rest of the league.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Goff. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Smith on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. A beautiful fake. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And if that run looks familiar to you by Walker, it should. You saw it at Wake Forest, at Michigan State, and in the NFL here with Seattle. A nice start to his career, totaling a little over 2,400 yards from scrimmage and 18 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Smith now to throw. It's complete to Lockett. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good. Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We often give credit to the O-line. Their two tight end formation, those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Smith. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing again is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Goff now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Smith. It's caught. Block it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the 1st half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the 2nd half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of 1st halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hand off here to Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Smith. That one out wide and intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's Wright. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brock Wright taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Walker. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's to Laporta, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 63 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Smith. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gino. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Shoves him aside. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 28 yards for Ken Walker. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Man, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Goff. And this is caught. For the moment it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd down and a yard. To the air again, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Smith. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Smith throwing again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. There's some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Goff on 1st down. That's to the tight end, Laporta. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Now Geno on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Smith. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Geno now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14. Throwing again is Smith. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And out of bounds right around the 20. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown. Now
Myers for the extra point. they'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 5 from the 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he stays up. Able to shake him off. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond from 8 yards out. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Smith on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Let's go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith throwing on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here is 3rd down and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, Because normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.